Loved. I have the house to myself. I have the house to myself, and um, as much as I would love to do the other pictures of you at the museum, at Kelly's concert, and in the outfit where you also continue to confirm that I can count on you. Um, I can't tonight. 7 o'clock right now. Yes. 7:01. And I have to do some chores for the house. Um, one of those includes preparing some baby spinach, and there are 5 bags of them. And the goal is to surprise my mom and have them all clean before she gets home and possibly fix some type of dinner. What the dinner is gonna be, I don't know yet. So, I think she said, and then yeah, turkeys. She wants to have deboned. You know that may be a little difficult. The baby spinach I can probably work with because they're in bags and so what's going on. The turkey's okay, but there's nooks and crannies that only experienced chefs know how to handle. I feel like if I do it, it's just gonna make she's gonna have to go behind me anyway. So I feel like it's just a waste of time. So that's what I'm considering. Um, but last time I did the spinach, just doing 2 bags took me like 30 minutes. And I think there are at least 5 bags. I think there's 6 actually. So I don't know how long it's gonna take. I was gonna try to surprise her by cleaning them for her. And then we also got today we had some leftover cranberries from the holiday. And so we're gonna try to learn how to make cranberry juice, fresh cranberry juice using the fresh cranberries. So I googled it. I googled how to make cranberry juice from fresh cranberries, and it said 2 cups fresh or frozen cranberries to 5 cups of water. So a fourth of a cup of either sugar, honey, or syrup. So that one, I don't know if I'm gonna be brave and try to make 2. We have, I think, 3 bags in the sink right now. Bags of cranberries, and I'm not sure how many are each. I'm not sure. I feel like it may be 16 ounces, 14, 16 ounce bags, something like that. Like maybe how much pounds is that? That's trying to look on my reference sheet here. 4 ounces. So it's 16 ounces is a pound. I feel like it's at least 16 ounces per bag. I don't know if she wants me to use all of them. So just, you know, of all 3, I'd say I feel comfortable with the spinach, then the cranberry juice, and lastly the turkey. In that order. Um, but I wanted to say I really did enjoy looking at your pictures. I saw today on Insta where you had your meal with your sister Kelly, and how it said on the news feed too that you were having Thanksgiving together. So that was wonderful to see. And I like your hair with the girls was very cute. I also saw the Sacred um, ad for the holidays saying that Sacred is back in stock, so no need to worry for the holiday season. You can get your. Well, you didn't say all this, but obviously, that it's back in stock at Ulta. So I'm looking forward to getting some more of the clarifying shampoo because that's been definitely very helpful. And as you can see, mine's getting That's so silly. um, it's funny because most of the time, uh, um, after I wash my hair, it shrivels up so much. I'm not sure why I didn't. I'm not sure why it hasn't done it yet. Probably if I put direct water on, it'd be different. But I put a lot of oil on it the other day. So much so that mom was like, "Let me get this napkin and shit, like across my forehead." Kind of embarrassed. Were we out? I feel like we were out somewhere. She did that. I'm not sure where we were. It was in church. Yeah, it was at another church we went to. She just went. Took the napkin across my forehead. I don't know what it is. I think it's maybe a southern thing. I don't know. I don't want to. Well, I mean, preface it with this. It may be a South Carolina southern thing, but I feel like it's in a lot of. I don't know. I don't know. I guess I can ask you because you're the world traveler. Um, I would ask you, do you think that? Do you find like me? Do you find that? Black women don't like a lot of oil on their skin. I feel like that just comes with our skin, but some women, like my mom, she can't stand can't stand it. So she'll be like when she comes in from obviously when she comes in from being outside, she's sweating. It's different. But like if she's like getting ready to go out, say to church or something, and she thinks her skin's too oily, she'll just get that washcloth and just wipe. I'm like, Mom. I'll look at her. I'm like, is it that bad? Between that and then, of course, then they put the neck, getting what do they call it? Oh, it's a certain name. Of course, I can't think of the name. It's not kitchen. Is it? Let me think. I can't think of the slang term for it, but you know how they get the women's back of the neck when they have short hair. I guess it's kitchen. I feel like that's the only thing I can remember at this point. So I suppose that's what it is. Oh, the memory. Oh boy. Anyway, sad. Very sad. Anyway, I slept good last night. I went to bed around, I want to say 10. I recorded the video early for you, and then I came downstairs to eat, and it was like 8 o'clock. 8:30, I said that, 8:30. And, I was hoping to make it in bed by 9, but I didn't finish my meal in time. So I said, well, as long as I'm in by 9:30. And that didn't happen. So I said, well, just make it before 10. Sure enough, that happened. So the good thing is I didn't wake up until 10:30 this morning. So I got full 12 hours of sleep. It was very helpful. Excuse me, it's very helpful even as I'm yawning now. And I think that's the other thing too, because I'm starting to go to bed earlier. Um, my circadian rhythm is trying to work with me instead of, well, I'm trying to work with it, and now it's trying to work with me. Um, because Lord knows, most of the time, I try to force it, and it's like, nope. If you want me to work when you want me to work, you have to do what I say to do. And so I'm like, I get it now. Okay. I'll do my best. So, like I'll put on meditation music and and not use the main lights in the room with the chandelier. I'll put on the lamp lights and have the ambiance a little bit better so that I can go to sleep more um, easily and not have to be so not have to force it. um, it's interesting because most of the time, every time I'm getting ready for bed, I'm typically pretty tired already. Um, but also, um, I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought for a second. But also, um, I realized that depending on what I've done the night before will determine how good my sleep will be that night. So, I'm trying not to force, um, trying to force myself to not practice right before bed, even though I could take something to help me sleep to not have that, to not be so excited. Um, I just, I prefer to go to bed naturally as much as I can. Obviously, considering I have to take what I have to take. Consider I like to go to bed naturally, even though I have to take what I have to take. So, it's not my preferred method of going to sleep, but I know that it's just one of those things. So, anyway, before I get in a bad mood and don't want to do the baby spinach and pout and go to my room and go to sleep for real because I'm in a bad mood after having negative conversation, I will say I am grateful to see the pictures of you that you've posted, the videos that you've posted, the merch that you have posted, the little GIFs, not gifts into the GIFTS, but gifts as in the moving pictures, GIFs. And I'll end on this. I'll say, I did hear what you said as you got into the car. The feelings are mutual. It's just very difficult on my end because of the fact that I don't have money. And so I don't know if I told you, but I had to sell 2 guitars in order to come see you in Atlanta. Doesn't sound like much, but the problem was I didn't really get out of it what I put into them. I got like one of them I did because they didn't know how much it was worth when they tried to search it. The other one I got maybe 2/3. And so because of that, it's not that I, miss the guitars necessarily, it's just that money I could have used for selling it later rather than trying to rush to see in Atlanta. I don't have now. And so, and because I didn't know what you wanted to do in terms of being where you are now, or what it seems like you are, or doing a residence at. And also it's very, I don't know, I feel like it's more difficult on my end to go out there, mostly because I've never done anything like that before, and I've never been on a plane by myself. The train was also one of the first I've ever done something like that, staying in a hotel room by myself. I haven't done any of that since I was in college, and so it was a big risk for me, and I'm grateful that I had the experience to go and that I was safe. That was my big leap of faith, hoping that it was time. But unfortunately, just like when you were here, where I live now, unfortunately, it was not the best time for you. And so, in both aspects now, third time's a charm. But, the only difficult thing about it is I don't have the resources right now. And I don't know where you are. I don't know if you're going to be in California, Vegas, New York, Texas, Louisiana. I don't know, or another part of the country, another country altogether. And so that was why I kind of did what I did when you were here as well as in Atlanta. I feel like, because you were in a certain location, maybe I could hear from exactly where you wanted me to be. And so, unfortunately, it is what it is. All is not lost. The fact that sorry, I dropped my phone. All is not lost. We still have our hope, thank God, and our current means of communication back and forth here. And I'm just grateful to see that you still reach out, even though at this moment I don't have the resources. And things change, and I have more resources, and things come a little more clearly. I know, this is a huge album coming up for you, and I would love to be a part of it, but don't want you to worry. We'll be okay. No, it's not. In 2026, 2026, saw that at the time stamp. And beyond will be as we get ever closer. You don't have to. I don't want you to worry. I know that it's easy to doubt. Sometimes when we don't get what we want right away, but that's just God's way of testing us to see if we'll be committed to it, even if we don't have it yet. And so that's what I want you to remember, no matter where our lives take us. I'm grateful that you've been so patient with me, because I'm very fragile. I miss with my mom a lot. I miss with my brother, and my godchildren, my niece and nephew. I push come to shove. I'm very shy. Too much. As you said, 4 times across the time stamp. I'm very shy. And I know parts of you wants me to be, not necessarily like him, but not afraid to show people what you see. But the difference is, I know you. I don't know them. So it'll be a little bit of an adjustment. Everybody, wanting to know who I am, make judgments, wanting to know our history, and the story behind us. And I don't think about that too much, but I know that I will have to face that. And so I think part of God's training ground for me has been like working with the nursing home by myself. Even when I was doing things with the Park Service, and still do, meeting people for the first time and having to talk to them and engage them and be social. And it takes a lot out of me, and I get really tired afterwards just because I have to be focused. And it's not something that comes, it's not natural in terms of my, it's not my preferred way to be. I just would prefer to just be with the people that know me the best, my immediate family, and you, and my best friend from elementary school. And that's it. Because I'm so, I don't need a lot of people to be happy. And that's not being selfish, it's just being honest. I've never been the type of person that's very extroverted, very outgoing. I do better, like I told you, one-on-one with people. And what you see is what you get. And I think because of that, I'm very misunderstood about how I dress, how I carry myself, how well women are here. A lot of people, don't, especially women, can't appreciate the comfortable side of themselves. I know you don't have a problem with it because I've seen you in multiple ways in terms of your when you dress up, you dress up. When you're relaxing, you're relaxing. And there's a not a huge difference, but there is a difference between you at work and you at play. And I'm grateful for that. It means you have balance. Whereas me, on the other hand, it's a struggle to get me to dress up to do anything sometimes, just because I'm like, I don't feel like being bothered. I take it as having to, usually when I have to do that, it means I have to change. I don't like that feeling. I don't like to have to, it's just a side of me that I've always had a hard time with. I just feel like as women, we're forced to have to do X, Y, and Z, whereas men don't have to do it at all, and they can do whatever they want, and they can be accepted. Certain things, not so much, but for the most part, I would say more so than women. I'll put it that way. That is the case. That is the double standard. That can go for multiple things. I won't get into it now, but there are different areas of life where if women don't have X, Y, and Z by a certain time, then they're like, what's going on? There's that SOS. Whereas men, on the other hand, they don't do it, and it's like, oh, that's just him being a guy. Two totally different things, but it's the same subject. It could be the same subject, but because of two different genders, two different sets of rules. And I find that's it's aggravating having to do that, excuse me. And I guess because I had an older brother, I saw the fact that I don't have to be like everybody else. I don't have to be, I'm not trying to say that I had to be, I'm not, what I mean by that isn't that, I have to I guess what I'm trying to say is that I make my own mold. I do that. And I feel like as long as I have that power, that some women don't get. Certain cultures, you can forget about it. Especially if you can't even get out of the culture. Some women don't even have the money to be able to get out of it. Let alone the mindset, And the mindset's even worse. Some women are here and then are in certain parts of the country certain parts of the world that are more affluent, perhaps, or that don't have as stringent of laws, and yet they're mentally bound. And so, I don't take my position as a woman as a role model lightly. That's not because of how I dress. It's because of who I am and how I express myself. And that's what I want to teach my goddaughter. That's what I would like to teach women in general. And subsequently, because of that, the next generation of gentlemen as well. Because it's not a matter of what we look like. It's a matter of how we treat each other. That's all I have to say about that. But I do have my days where I like to dress up, and I'll wear something that a woman would wear. if the guys could say so, that's what they'll say. A woman would wear that. Um, and then I have my days where I just feel like, I'd rather be comfortable. And today is one of those days. I'm not wearing something revealing. I'm not wearing something. I'm wearing shorts. Not shorts. As cold as it is, I'm wearing shorts. I'm wearing these type of pants. And an Under Armour fleece. It's not odd. It's not out there. It's not, whoa, what are you doing? It's, no, she wants to be warm and comfortable. And if you said that, you'd be correct. so that's how I see it. Sometimes I think we try to read too much into what people think is going on behind the scenes in terms of style. And style can be so many different things nowadays. It's what you like. And I feel like that's what I would want to teach these kids, especially the girls. Don't make it about who you want to get attention from. Let it be an extension of who you are as a person. So if you do feel like you want to just, kind of to your curves, or if you want to just to your comfort, that's okay. It's okay to have both sides. What's not okay is for you to feel like you have no choice because you feel like you have to compete. That is not a healthy what do you call it? That's just not a healthy character trait. I think most of the time, especially younger girls, feel like we have to compete with, not we, I'm sorry, it's not me, but for younger women, they feel like they have, young adults, they feel like they have to have the most attention. And if they don't, then they have to do something to change that. Whether it be with hair or tattoos or, body changes, wardrobe changes in terms of getting certain things, altered. Wearing the latest, this, that, and the other thing. I think that it becomes exhausting, and it's difficult to know who you are behind all that because of the fact that we've been led to believe that in order to be accepted, we have to look a certain way. We have to carry ourselves a certain way. We have to not only act and talk and carry ourselves, but we also have to do what society says our purpose is based on society. I feel like because this topic is so heavy, I feel like all this over here looks gray. Maybe it's just me, but I kind of like it like this. Yeah, there's that old, almost 4-year-old telling the kids how it is. It took her 39 years to get it, and she's finally getting it. And as I said, the more gray hairs I'm growing right there. It's not gray, I'm just playing with you, but it kind of looks like that in the light, basically. she, she's 40. What? No, that's all I wanted to say. I just feel like comfort should not mean you. Oh, how do I put it? Being comfortable should not mean you're a certain category of woman that does not want to have one, kids, two, a mate, three, uh, anything womanly. You know, just means that maybe, depending on uh, who appreciates, and like I told you this before, the guys when I was in middle school, they always used to tell me, if you just dressed up, why? You don't ask y'all to dress up. Y'all just come as you are. I never asked my mind. Any ex I had, you can never, you can ask any of the guys I talked to. Not once have I asked them, well, you would look good in a suit. You should wear that every day. Or, you know, you would look good in Jordans. You should wear those every day. No. Like, it's become so ingrained sometimes in our culture, particularly African American culture, to where if it's not like everyone else, then it's strange, foreign, and that's how it's treated. It's unfair. And so, I don't want to get on my soapbox because I've been on it for the past 30 minutes now, but it's just like, that's just how I see it. I feel like, I appreciate my stubbornness in certain areas, and that's one of them. I don't want to compromise comfort for acceptance. If I choose to look nice with someone who I feel I appreciate and appreciates me, that makes me feel like dressing up, then that's a different story. But to say that I should dress up in general because that's the right thing to do, who says it's the right thing to do? And then when I thought about it, what? Even when I was older, someone told me that, a woman told me that, and I was just like, So that's why, I can appreciate that, guys, they grew up hearing that. So obviously nothing's gonna change if nothing's gonna change for me if that's how they've been raised. But, as it turns to 39, as a 39-year-old woman, black woman, I still prefer to wear whatever I choose to wear, when I choose to wear it, with whom I choose to wear it, where I choose to wear it, when I choose to wear it, with whom I choose to wear it with. For whatever reason I feel like wearing it for. And how I like to wear it. Alright, that's enough. So this just gives you an idea, of what I'm thinking, and how I look forward to these next few years in this next decade of 40, as it turns to 40 on timestamp. Yeah, I'm grateful I am. I'm in a good emotional space. And so I know that, for some they may find it difficult to um, appreciate how I feel, but I feel like that's part of my purpose as well, to change not just this, but this, So that's what I hope to do with you and with the future and with these future generations. Let's see. That's what I have to one. Because unfortunately, the spinach aren't going to clean themselves. Even though I wish I could. Bippity boppity boop. I didn't do anything. Maybe if I give it a SOS. So, love you, love. Have a good night. Talk to you. And tomorrow, I'm hoping it is Tuesday. I have a lesson on Thursday and I have a nursing home on Wednesday. I'm going to be playing all Christmas carols from here on out for the holiday season. It'd be great if I could play a couple of them acoustically so they can just sing along. If I can get comfortable enough. That's the major point. That's the deciding factor. So we'll see. If I do some, I'll let you know. All right. Love you. I love you. Have a good night. Night, please. My mother.